to push the reading activity and also the reading habit in the Cambodian, especially with the young generation, I also decide to create another chapter called Scholar Book that we provide the service to other library that very hard to find the book and very hard to know how to set up the library.
Mr. Sok Lak, you have been engaging in reading field for nearly 10 years, and right now you are co-founder of One Book, One Community and co-founder of Scholar Book. So can you briefly talk about your achievement in reading field since 2016?
Okay, as you know that I has been involved in the reading sphere since 2016. The first thing that I do is I initiate with the co-founder to create the one family library that we call Scholar Library. We really are active to think about how to engage the sustainable and also build the human resource by serving the building the library service. So at that time, we just thinking about the open just family library. But when we discuss with the co-founder and other people, they say that why we don't do something more. And that's why after we are thinking for a while, we decide to open the family library to the public library. And at the same time, we also involved in the three elements that we call that book that we refer to the book collection or the book in the library. That time we have around 3,000 books that we open for other people and also the public to use and to read. And the second part that we call incomplete book that we refer to the reading community. We engage the young people to come together to read the book and initiate activity and to work together to use the knowledge. At that time, there are many clubs at the library. They initiated some very small activity like exchange book, library trip, and also library project, book project, and many projects related to the reading. And the third part that we call what we call the living book. We refer to the people that had a higher education, had the knowledge. We call them to share their knowledge to other people, especially the young people. That time we very actively to do the scholar library. And after a while, we also engage with other big event also like we also involved in volunteer with the Camp David Fair with the other volunteer and also the young people. I I remember I spent around 3 or 4 years to work with the Camp Book Fair, and at the same time also with the 1 year with the National Reading Day, and maybe 3 or 4 years with the with the Khmer Literature Festival, and other many activities. But I think that that activity is not enough. And in 2022, we decided to add another project that we call One Book One Community that we engage very longer time and very big scale that we promote the reading and also the book across 25 provinces. That is that we call that very big project and sort of long project. And to push the reading activity and also the reading habit in the Cambodian, especially with the young generation, I also decide to create another chapter called Scholar Book that we provide the service to other library that very hard to find the book and very hard to know how to set up the library. And at that time, we also find out that many libraries that they had the money, but they don't know how to do. And some of the book also exist in the market, but mostly the book not at one place. There are many places of the book, and they spend a lot of time. That's why we create the school library that we have around. We have a one hub on the database that currently we have around 4,000 titles for them to search and to find out the book also. And also we provide the acquisition service to let the library to aware that what kind of the book, what kind of the title, and what kind of the budget of the book that it fit to the different kind of the libraries service in their work or their career. And we also engage with the company and also other field like the business field to think that reading also one of the important element to grow the organization. For example, in the business field, the book can be part of the research and development to make their product more developed and have high value and can sell in the high price by the information they have. And another part for the organization, they can use the book and the reading part as the human resource development by engage their people to read and build their capacity through the book.
Since you have mentioned a lot of initiatives that you have been engaging since back then in the past in 2016. So may I ask what motivated you to engage or involve in reading field?
For me, I think that the best motivation for me is the failure. I can say that in the study part, it's not a good grade of the student. I don't get a high score when I study. And after I graduate, I also very hard to find a job in my field. My field is economic development, and I very hard to find the job that match with my study. And this also it also reflect me that to do more things that can achieve our dream, the success. For the young generation, they need a very high knowledge. They need to have the reading habit and another to be our society more stronger and also had a high growth or economic development. We need a high quality of human resource. That is also one of the part of the motivation. And another part of the motivation is I can say that my parents and also my family. In my young age, they always bring me to the library. They always bring me to the bookstore. So I sometimes I very bored with their kind of activity. And we know that in the young age, we want to play, we want to travel, we want to go anything. But instead, my parents always bring me to find a good book, to find the plan that can be read, and they can spend a lot of money to buy the book. And I can say that when I opened the library, I also surprised that in the whole family we got around 2,000 books. That very made me surprised that where did the book come from? But when we reflect back, those books is come from the parent that inspire us go to the bookstore and also go to the place that they give free book to us. That is also the one of the motivation. Another motivation is related to my fear. I studied the economic development. I see that to make the one of the economic more stronger and more sustainable. One of the very important challenge and also the element is the human resource. To make the people to make a country have a good economic, we need a good human resource. And after that, I think that for a while, I said how to make an economy more strong. So when I get back, I think that one of the best thing is create a library. Let people to use the library service because the investment on the library is low, but the return on return on investment is very high. I can say that one people when they read the book is very at it we see the cost. It's not very much, but when they use the knowledge to work and do the business, they will get a lot of the profit and they get a lot of salary from the reading habit.
So do you think like throughout all your past experience and initiative as well as other projects related to reading, so how do you think your contribution could make a positive impact to the society?
That is, I can say that what I am proud that after I work in the library field since the 2016, what I see that there are many different growing in the sector. And for example, like from year to year, the event that relate to the book is more bigger and bigger. And that time when I in 2016 we get around 100 books for the event, but currently we get around 3,000 books. And also the visitor also increasing a lot. That is one part that we see the change by our involvement and also part of the other people to involve. And another part that I see that when we do promotion with the, we also had a partner with the media to promote the author, promote the book. And also we had a 2 year experience with the media to call the author to interview. And what I see that after that activity, many authors, they can sell book well, and they continue to publish the book. And also what is the good point I see from our engagement. And another point, we also try to promote to the business sector also. And we go back 10 years ago, we don't see many entrepreneur and also the businessmen to think about the book or the invest on the book. But now you can see that some of the entrepreneur, they invest the book, buy the book for their employee, and some of them also hire the people to write their story and publish at the book also. That is what we see that. Another part I also see that after the project we do, like we support the community library, and after year and year, maybe I can say that last year we support around 100 library in the province. And after that I saw that other project also continue that project also. And one of the other also in the a few years when we do the very good promotion on the mobile library in 2020, that when we only had a proposal, we propose to other, we want to do the mobile library, we want to have a car and travel 25 province. But now we see that many people to do that activity at like us also. I can say that it's also one that we think that also one of the thing that we want to see in our society. And one more thing I can say that after we involved in the library field or the book fair, we also engage many young people to volunteer in the book sector. I can say that until now, maybe we get around 1,000 young people to involve in the many book project, and some of them also inspired from the book project. Some of them also go to create the community library. Some of them also use their knowledge, and also some of them also had a reading habit. Some of them also success by the reading also.
So my final question to you. So talking about today's society, do you think that more young people now they start reading books?
As I observe in our society, actually, in 10 years, we saw that the number of the reading is increasing. We see that many young people start to become the author. Some of the young people start to be influenced on the book sector. Some of them also try to read more books. And we see in the some of the big event like the book fair, we see a lot of the people. They not only go to the book fair for the visit, they go to there to buy the book. And some of them, even though buy a lot of the book, at least they read some book that they brought also. That is also one of the things that we think that it also good point in our society. And another part I can say that in the past 5 or 6 years, when we talk about the reading in the public, they say that it's not good to read at the public. Some of the people, they also get some of the loving, they also knocking on them, so why they read in the public. But right now we see that some people, they read at the public, they very happy to see others to read in the public. And also we see that many mobile library in the some of the project in the province, they very popular. And also we also get also some of the government, they also support. Like currently we see that in a few next month we also have one another activity, the book activity also Kokong. And in 2023 we also have one book fair in the Kampong Spur and also in the Bantim Chay. And I saw that many book fair in some of the province, that we see that this is also the good side, that we see that the sector is growing, and also many young people to read, and some of the parents also start to let their children to read also. That I can say that currently, even though we get many people to read, but the number is still limited. We hope that in the future there are more people to have the reading habit in the future.